Hallöchen und herzlich willkommen zur dritten Folge von Let's Fail Seduce Me von, Melinda ist tot und Caroline, wir lassen uns verführen. Und wir haben von unserem Großvater, der vor kurzem gestorben ist und der uns sehr viel bedeutet hat, dieses Haus geerbt, das man da sieht im Hintergrund. Und unser Vater hat beschlossen, dass wir gleich am nächsten Tag dort einziehen sollen, weil wir müssen uns ja dran gewöhnen, wenn wir dann studieren oder so. Nett. Unheimlich nett. Ja, außerdem hat er uns eine geklebt, weil wir ihm vorgeworfen haben, dass er froh ist, dass unser Opa tot ist. Die hatten irgend so eine komische Beziehung. Da ist anscheinend irgendwas grob schief gelaufen und das weiß aber niemand und niemand spricht darüber. Das klingt ein bisschen wie meine Familie manchmal. Egal. Ja, und schauen wir mal, was uns in dem Haus erwartet. Bin schon sehr gespannt. Bis jetzt ist nicht viel passiert. The car rolled to a stop and I drifted out of my thoughts.
Here we are. Go on in.
All right, tell Mom I love her.
All right.
I love you, Dad. Hahaha. Und er kann das nämlich nicht sagen, da sind wir auch drauf gekommen. No, make sure to come home by and visit us often. No, I'm going to miss you lots. Nothing other than a blank stare. I paused a bit before reaching for the car door handle, waiting for any form of a goodbye, but he didn't speak again. Random shit. I signed and exited the car, hearing my dad pop open the trunk. I saw the 2 large bags I packed last night that were large enough to carry only the things I needed. I took them out, placed one bag on each shoulder and closed the trunk. He then drove off, leaving me alone in front of the mansion. I watched the blue car fade into the distance of the road before turning to see my new home. Unser Vater ist ein volles Arschloch. There it is. It's huge. My grandfather gave me this? It's hard to believe. The house was framed by a set of tall gates, and I hesitantly pushed them aside to take in the entire estate. The house still looked like it was when I last visited him. At a glance, it seemed kind of intimidating with its size, though if I came closer, it was clear that there was more to it than that. The brick walls were framed by shrubbery and lovely flowers. Wo sind da Blumen? Giving it a homey and welcoming look, but in contrast, the tall doors into the house gave me a feeling of grandeur. Ugh. Who knew what was waiting for me? But I wouldn't back down at this moment. I took out the key of to the front doors, let's fail English reading, and unlocked them. Well, might as well make myself at home. I'll be staying here for quite a while, anyways. That's when I saw them. Lying on the floor, ich seh nix, was a group of men. They all were unconscious, but there was no explanation as to why they were there in the first place. I dropped my bags as I let the door close on its own behind me. Whoa, ich seh den Boden nicht. Huh? Who the heck are these guys? Why are they here? What's going on? Scheiße. Fuck. Sorry? Ich hab geklickt gleichzeitig. Oops. I couldn't help but feel bad for them instinctively, but nevertheless I was shocked and a bit angry at the sudden intrusion. My mind suddenly went from caring and concerned to confused and demanding answers. Ehrlich jetzt, ich habe keine Ahnung, was da vorher stand, sorry. Who are you guys? No response. I'll call the police. Still nothing. None of them seemed to be awake to answer or respond me. It seemed surreal? To have random strangers in the house I just moved into, but I wanted answers quickly. That was until... get away from me!
Woman, you're going to let me kiss you.
Nein. I couldn't believe it myself, but within a mere blink of an eye, one of the men went from lying on the floor to being right in front of my face. What was even more odd was the fact that I felt serene and calm about it. Ooh. Slowly a desire burned from my chest, telling me to accept his kiss, even when my mind vehemently refused. Oh Gott, jetzt wird's da. Go ahead. Nein.
Good.
Nein? Nein? As he kissed me, I could feel my body go weak. I didn't know why, but that kiss was draining me of my energy, and yet it was so good and made my heart sing. Ugh. It was a strange and tingling feeling that danced over every nerve of my body. I could feel streams of intangible energy run up my body into my lips. It felt odd, but at the same time, it felt amazing. Sag mal, lese ich da ein Hentai?
Sam, stop it.
The person kissing me, Sam was his name, glanced behind him.
I said stop. Now.
Fine.
Finally, he pulled back, and I was left standing there in a daze. What? Huh? I couldn't tell what was going on. My mind was completely enwrapped by the kiss in my thoughts that melted into the depths of my forgotten memories.
Please forgive my brother. He's a bit reckless.
At least I feel a hell of a lot better than you right now.
Sexy.
Because you used your abilities on her.
Sam, you're such a reckless brute. Taking advantage of a beautiful young woman like her.
Shut that pretty boy mouth of yours before I rip it off your pretty boy face.
Ooh.
Jeez, you guys. Can we not fight right now? Not all of us are in the best state.
I guess you are right, Matthew.
Who is Matthew? Wer von denen ist Matthew?
I agree.
Was? Hello? However, as the man got up and started to chat freely, my thoughts began to reassemble, and I remembered my confusion and anger once again, only now multiplied tenfold. What?
Huh? Did you say something beautiful?
And I exploded. What is going on? Why the hell are you all here in my house? Why are you all wounded? Why did you kiss me? Who are you guys? Das war gar nicht mal so schlecht. I couldn't help exploding, but after being taken advantage of and being left in a mush state, my words escaped without filter. I definitely scared the men around me, even the man who kissed me. Oh, die schauen ja voll lustig aus. Jetzt ganz ehrlich. Entschuldigung. Wait a second, the guy who kissed me...
Ouch! What's your problem?
Oh, ich mag sie. Ich mag uns. What's your problem? You can't just go around forcing people to kiss you like that. Are you some kind of pervert?
Pervert? It was only a kiss!
It might mean nothing to you, but it means a lot to me.
What? Was it your first kiss? Ow! Hey! What was that for?
Kann ich ihn nochmal schlagen? You know first kisses aren't exactly amazing and full of sparkles and something out of a fairy tale. Oops, I know. But I had least expected it to be more than just something forced.
So it was your first kiss. Stop making such a big deal out of it.
Bitte schlag ihn nochmal. Are you asking to get punched again?
Well, what do you want me to do? It's not like I can somehow take it back.
Bitte hau ihn nochmal. Hit him again.
Ow! You're just being violent now!
You deserved it. Anyway, if you try to pull any funny business in the future, just a fair warning. I know Taekwondo. Oh, cool. I think I've bickered enough. Time to get back to the main issue. So, what exactly are all of you doing in my house?
Miss, please forgive us in our intrusion. We didn't know this abode belonged to anyone, nor did we have the time to take that into consideration.
What do you mean? You don't just barge into people's homes.
We wouldn't have had to if we weren't as wounded as we are currently. We just escaped from a deadly fight that could have ended our lives. Luckily
das
for
war
us, your home was near and the windows were unlocked, so we quickly came inside.
das war sicher das, was wir am Anfang gehört haben, diese Schießerei. The last time I remember, there was laws preventing strangers from stepping on private property. Although, considering the severity of their wounds, it had to be serious. Der schaut ganz normal aus. Das hätten sie wenigstens auch zeichnen können. Oder ist das schon wieder so ein wie nennt man das? So eine Zensur. I guess that explains the wounds, but not why he kissed me. He had absolutely no right to do that.
Well, lovely flustered lady, it's hard to explain, truly. We're not exactly normal.
Not normal? What are you guys, demons or something? I asked almost jokingly, but the boys seemed to take my question differently.
Well, yeah, actually, something like that.
We're incubi, miss. Demons who consume and use sexual energy of humans to survive.
Sexy. Incubi? The fabled demons that existed to haunt humans and make them sex-crazed monsters? The mythical beings that could look like anyone just to get into your pants? Ich finde es gut, dass die diese Phrase benutzt. The imaginary monsters you only saw in movies or on TV?
Hello? Did you hear him?
We're telling the truth.
Können mal die Fragezeichen weggehen?
Do you think she's still processing it?
Yes, and she'll understand right about...
Fahren wir jetzt um? Right. It was funny while it lasted, but it's time to cut the joke short. Incubuses? Incubuses don't exist. There was no way they existed. That would be practically impossible.
Ahem. Incubi is the correct plural form. And yes, we do exist.
Grammar Nazi! Ja, von dem ist der Grammar Nazi. Prove it. As soon as the words left my mouth, I instantly regretted them. Ja.
Very well. Eric, go ahead.
Very well.
Ach, du bist Eric. Hallo, Eric.
My sweet, you're so tempting with such non-belief. Let me ease your mind with a tender kiss. I promise you'll enjoy every minute of it. And maybe you'll even want more.
What? Once again, I was lost in a pool of calm and serenity. Staring into Eric's eyes, I felt waves of heat course through my chest and onto my face, painting my cheeks red in their wake. I couldn't help but nod and agree to his offer. Yeah, okay. Zensur. Weil ich darf keine zwei Leute... Oder sie waren zu faul, den Kuss zu zeichnen. With another kiss, my heart began to flutter once again in my chest, and my mind was sent spinning in a heated, passion-filled pleasure. Yet, I could feel my body drain of energy as he kissed me.
All right, that's enough.
Wie ist das eigentlich?
Aw, very well. I feel so much better.
Sexy. As he pulled away, I was left in a mental mush pool again. I felt weak in the knees, despite my will demanding me to stand straight in front of the boys before me. The world around me began to spin as I tried to speak. I think I'm going to...
Ah, where are our manners? I'm James, and these are my brothers. Sam, Eric, Matthew, and Damien.
Miss, are you okay?
Fahren wir nicht gleich um?
Shit. She fainted.
Sag ich doch. I couldn't believe it. Incubi. Real. It all spun around my head until I saw only black. Floating in the darkness, my mind kept replaying the scene over and over again, reminding my body of the touch of the incubi's lips against mine. However, I began to feel the smooth silk around me and my eyelids unwillingly opened. Where? I awoke to find myself in an unfamiliar place. Where was Mom? Dad? I was pretty sure this wasn't my room. Oh wait, I lived at my grandfather's house now. Of course, it would be unfamiliar. I rubbed my eyes and surveyed my surroundings. I was still in the clothes that I arrived at the house in, but I was laying in a silk-covered bed. I remembered coming in the afternoon, so why was it nighttime already? Suppressing a yawn, I stretched my arms. Maybe I should order some food for delivery. I was feeling pretty hungry. I was about to sit up, but I suddenly realized that I wasn't alone. Creepy.
You're awake.
Hello. Since when was he standing there? And who the heck was he? A guy in my bedroom. Did we? There's no way. Hey, sorry. I think I was saying my thoughts aloud. Why was I apologizing to a stranger who only said 2 words since I woke up? Wait, he looked eerily familiar. Then it all came back to me. Incubus. He was an incubus. He and his brothers came here for refuge, and 2 of them kissed me, and then I fainted. And that was how things came to this. Nette Zusammenfassung. Oh. Wow, du bist sehr gesprächig. He was leaning against the far wall, looking at me. My heart began to race as I thought of the endless list of possibilities the situation brought me. I hated the thought of being under an incubus power, especially in a bedroom. Chill mal. I took a deep breath. I was sure that if any of them wanted to take advantage of me, they would have already. Ja, das ist auch meine Meinung. Yeah, I'm awake now.
That's good.
Was ist das denn? I saw a small form of a smile on his face, which made me blush a bit. Why though? One thing still concerned me, though.
I'm not going to use my powers on you.
Dankeschön. How?
I can read minds. It's an ability I was born with. Each of us has a different ability, outside of our usual mind-altering powers.
Great. Even more surprises. I grew even more worried about the situation I was in. I see. How long have I been asleep?
For a few hours. It's already gotten quite dark outside.
Oh well. Where are the others?
My brothers are downstairs, cleaning up the blood from the lobby floor. And making you dinner as an apology.
Dankeschön. Oh, okay. That's unexpectedly sweet.
Oh, it's the least we can do after invading your home and 2 of us using our powers on you.
Ja, dankeschön. Wir mussten ja auch gleich umfallen. You've got a point. Right, I had forgotten about that. It still irked me that they had practically taken advantage of me at that point. Even if they were demons, it was pretty rude to demonstrate their powers by kissing me. I wasn't some kind of human plaything. All of this seemed pretty unreal. It was like something out of those romance novels that Naomi sometimes reads. Reads. Egal. I wished I could have just went back to sleep and forgotten all about this. Maybe I should have just called the police on them. Then I would have never landed myself in this situation. Das glaube ich nicht.
Do you feel well enough to get out of bed?
Ja, stimmt, der hat ja keine Ahnung, weil er normalerweise immer Leute die Gedanken liest. Yeah, I think so. Whoa!
Trust me, I won't let you go.
Okay. I'm not so sure about this.
I promise.
Nett. Okay, I trust you.
Good.
I was speechless. He was carrying me as if I weighed nothing. He was so strong.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
Hast du nicht gesagt, du liest mir die Gedanken nicht? Arschloch. I decided to close my mouth for the time being so that I wouldn't weird him out or make things more awkward than they already were. Well, he didn't seem to mind carrying me or listening to me talk, so at least things weren't too strange. Damien seemed very quiet and calm about everything, especially with the situation we were in. However, there was a sort of longing in his eyes when he looked at me that wasn't lustful. It was more an admiration. Rar. Once we reached the lobby, I decided that I felt well enough to walk on my own. As strong as he was, it was like he was carrying nothing. I didn't want him to carry me everywhere. Yeah, that would be mortifying. Thank you for carrying me, but I think I can walk by myself now. Not saying that I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it. Not in a weird way, of course. It's not like I get carried around all the time. What I'm trying to say is that it was really nice of you to do that. I started to fumble over my words again. Real smooth. Oh yes.
It's no problem. I'll be heading to the dining room then.
Alright, see you. He gently lowered me on the ground before he walked off quietly, disappearing into the shadows of the dark lobby.
Oh, hi!
Hello. Suddenly, a boy who looked around my age, or possibly younger, bounced up to me. He looked vaguely familiar. Oh wait. Ah, you're Matthew, right?
Mm-hmm, that's me. Are you feeling any better now? We were all worried when you suddenly passed out.
I'm fine.
Really? Your face is kind of red. Do you feel sick?
Nope. No, I'm fine. I'm sure of it. Must have been blushing when Damien was carrying me downstairs. How embarrassing.
Well, if you say so. I hope Sam and Eric didn't make you upset.
It's okay. After all, I did hit Sam after what he did, and about Eric, I just wanted you guys to prove to me what you were saying. I suppose incubi are real then. I wondered how exactly I got myself into this mess. First my grandfather, then a fight with my father, blowing up at Lisette. Now this. I certainly had a knack for getting myself into sticky situations.
Oh, I have an idea.
Oh, good. He shoved his hands into his pockets with a cheery grin on his face.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Is he trying to do a magic trick?
Ta-da!
Ein Monsterkanickel mit roten Augen und Messer. Oh, what is that exactly? He smiled as if to wave it off, but when he opened his eyes and saw what he was holding, his face froze in shock.
Wait a second. What did I just make? This is...
Creepy. What he produced from his pocket was a creepy-looking doll.
Ah, what is that?
I'm not sure. Get back. His face paled considerably and he dropped it onto the floor, scooting away from it frantically.
Get it away from me! It might be possessed by a demon or something!
But isn't he a demon himself?
That's not what I wanted to make! I just wanted to surprise you with a stuffed animal or just something to cheer you up. That looks like it came straight out of a horror movie.
Yeah. He slumped his shoulders and looked down at his feet. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to look so dejected. I mean, it's certainly unique. Ich will das aber nicht behalten.
What? I appreciate the thought, but no thanks.
That's too bad. Are you sure? I picked up the doll and waved it around him. It was funny teasing him.
Ah! Help! It's gonna kill me!
All right. I'll stop.
Anyway, I'm heading back to help out with the food. You can come over if you're hungry.
I think I'll go with you then. Something smells good. My stomach rumbled in agreement. I was starving.
Oh, the girl's awake.
Yes. Excuse you, I have a name, you know.
Should we really care?
Sam, I will roast that tongue for dinner if it doesn't stop flapping in that idiotic mouth of yours.
Ooh.
Whatever.
Der ist
I
sicher der
apologize
Älteste.
for his attitude.
Oh, that's fine.
Good. I hope you'll enjoy the meal we prepared for you.
Hoffentlich. Meal? For a second, my mind didn't understand what James meant. Maybe it was a doll getting to my head and distracting me. Ah, that's right. Damien and Matthew mentioned that they were making dinner as an apology. Oh, wait, you didn't have to.
We insist. Besides, it's quite impossible to undo our cooking, even if you command us to.
All right, well, thank you. Matthew put down the last of the plates on the table and bowed a bit exaggeratedly to me, gesturing to the table with a sweeping motion.
Ah, there we go. Dinner's all served.
The table was filled with various foods from an eclectic selection of cuisines. One portion of the table was filled with elegantly plated Asian foods, and another portion some yummy-looking desserts. So viele Wörter, die ich nicht kenne. And there were yet more and more plates that I could have possibly imagined. Whoa, there's a lot of food, and it all looks so good.
We hope you enjoy it, my sweet.
Sexy. What? Sweet? Me?
That's enough, Eric.
You're no fun, James.
So aufdringlich.
I don't need to be fun, Eric. Miss, please follow me.
I didn't know what came over me, whether it was his politeness or maybe his power, but I couldn't help but take his offered arm. James seemed very kind and intelligent, but aside from that, there was something that set him apart from his brothers. Not to mention he didn't really seem to hold much appreciation for them.
Miss, I have to ask, why do you live alone?
Oh well, that's kind of a long story.
I'm all ears if you wish to tell.
Männer, die zuhören. To put it briefly, I just moved here today.
That explains the luggage you brought in when you came through the front doors. By the way, we put your belongings in the room you were sleeping in. That seems to be the master bedroom, I believe.
Thanks. This house is really big. I don't think I ever even explored the entirety of the estate when I was a child.
You lived here before?
No. Truth be told, this was my grandfather's house. I used to visit him all the time when I was younger.
May I ask why you now live in your grandfather's house?
He actually passed away yesterday. It was bequeathed to me in his will, and I was sent to live here, whether I liked it or not.
My condolences. It seems like you don't like the idea of living here.
It's not that I don't like this house, or that I don't have fond memories of being here. It's just the implications that come with staying in this estate. It's kind of complicated to explain.
How do you feel about it?
I certainly wasn't expecting that question, but in a good way. It was different from what I had heard the entire day at school. I appreciated the fact that he was willing to listen. Okay. Psychiater? I feel angry, sad, scared, and confused. It's hard picking out the different emotions that I'm feeling right now. I wish I was stronger.
You don't have to be strong.
What do you mean?
I understand that you're going through a difficult time, so it's okay to feel those emotions. You don't have to be strong at all.
Thank you.
Are you all right? There seems to be a small bruise on your cheek.
Ja, kennen die Blushing nicht? Das sind Incubi, die müssten das doch kennen, oder? He caught me off guard with that comment. I thought no one would have noticed something as small as that. Ah ja, nein, stimmt. Das ist ja, wo unser Vater uns geschlagen hat. Oh, I'm fine. He stopped and leaned in close, a bit too close for comfort, or maybe it was just me, inspecting my face. He was really quite tall, having to bend over so much to just look at me straight in the face. It was hard to look at him, especially when he was so close. After a few seconds, he straightened up and began walking again.
Well, if you're having any problems, I'm always here to listen.
Okay, das ist der zuhört. That's really kind of you to offer that.
My pleasure. Here's your seat.
Let me get your chair for you, lovely lady.
Eric was very charming and his smile pulled at my heart. The way he kept flirting with me definitely designated him as the charmer of the demons, yet there was a little distance in his eyes.
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
Huh? Oh, yeah, when I didn't believe that they were Incubi. Incubi. It's fine, I guess. I mean, you didn't just get up and grab a kiss for no reason.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
Suddenly, Eric leaned in and whispered in my ear.
I won't lie, though. I enjoyed kissing you and feeling you melt in my arms.
I was torn between smacking him and trying to play it cool. Okay, also ich würde ehrlich gesagt jetzt lachen, aber die Option habe ich nicht. You sure are quite the charmer.
Yes, I am known for that.
Dabei schaut er echt komisch aus. As much as I do appreciate the constant compliments, you don't have to keep talking to me like that.
Like what?
He batted his eyelids as if he had no idea what I was talking about, and I couldn't help but laugh. Ah ja, genau, das ist die Reaktion, die ich wollte. Well, like you're trying to get into my pants half the time.
I can assure you, I'm just a lover of beautiful women.
Something tells me that there's more to it than that. Was ist das mit dem Herz da in der Ecke? Aber anscheinend ist das immer, wenn ich was Richtiges sage. For a moment, he looked away, losing a bit of a smile. Before I could question it, though, he turned back to me with a new teasing smile.
Did you want there to be more?
Ugh, Männer. I didn't want to hit him, but I didn't know how to react, so I couldn't look at him. I merely chuckled again in my... He merely chuckled again in my ear.
Sorry. You just look so cute when you're blushing.
I felt my face heat up simply from his words. I then felt Eric take my hand and kiss it gently.
I hope you'll enjoy dinner, however, my dear.
I drew my attention back to the dishes. I was both intrigued and slightly scared by the amount of food they made. Okay, damit stoppen wir mal hier. Wir sind anscheinend in so ein bisschen einem Hentai gelandet. Also ich hoffe, ich muss da jetzt nicht irgendwie... Also sollten solche Szenen kommen, werde ich es wahrscheinlich nicht voice-acten. Oder ich fange doch eine Pornokarriere an. Das wär's irgendwie. Egal. Melinda, Sud und Caroline wünschen euch noch einen schönen Tag und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal mit Let's Fail Seduce Me.